Let's talk about Chelsea, Jason. Stay with you. Premier League clears Chelsea's £76 million sale of 2 hotels to avoid PSR breach. This, from the Sky Sports website, is, of course, across the papers as well. What's happened and what does it mean for Chelsea and indeed other clubs who may have, quote-unquote, associated businesses?
Yeah, I mean, it talks about clearing Chelsea. Well, slightly disingenuous in a sense, in that they've clearly exploited a loophole in the way that obviously Leicester City have done and been reported on the last couple of days. The investigation by the Premier League was really to look at fair market value, whether or not this was the right sort of price to sell those hotels. And clearly, you know, 2 hotels in a prime location in London, £76 million seems about right. But the issue really is who they've sold it to, and they've sold it effectively to themselves. And this isn't allowed under UEFA rules. It's not allowed under EFL rules. But at the present time, it's allowed under Premier League rules. They had a chance to vote against this. I think it was last year or earlier this year, and decided not to. But I think it may be one of those areas that will be tightened up, as will the Premier League rule book in terms of what's happened with Leicester City. So they've taken advantage of the situation. They've done nothing wrong or illegal. They've actually been quite creative and quite smart. But I think the Premier League's actual investigation was really to look at the value of the sales and whether or not it was an inflated price for these 2 hotels, and clearly they decided it's not.
It's getting hugely complicated for the Premier League, isn't it, Riath? Not only accountants, you probably need real estate people now to value property and work out the minutiae of the laws.
I'm not sure I'll be tapping into a popular theme here when I say let's have some sympathy for journalists, but the forensic re-education around complex accountancy in recent years has been a bundle of fun for all of us as well. So I'm sure the viewers will be playing tiny violins for all of us. But it is now, it's football being contested in courtrooms. It's football being determined on, you know, on end of year filings. I think it's at once, it's both incredibly important because these are the rules and our team's playing by the rules, and at the same time it's also entirely tedious, and I would put it second only to conversations around VAR for my least favourite